Welcome to another episode of the TUE Brew Review. This week we are checking out Dogfish Head's 30-minute light IPA. Today is National Beer Day. On this day back in 1933, our friends in the U.S. government passed the Cullen-Harrison Act, which allowed for the production and consumption of lower alcohol beers. Beers of 4.05% ABV or lower were allowed to be produced and sold. And that actually signaled kind of the beginning of the end of the great experiment of Prohibition. Later that year, 1933, I believe in December, the 21st Amendment basically knocked out Prohibition, repealed it, I should say. But this law was the precursor to it. So on April 7th, we all enjoy a nice low ABV beer to celebrate the return of beer as a legally produced and enjoyed product. So Dogfish IPA, classic Mount Rushmore of the OG craft brewers in the 80s and 90s, and still making wonderful beers today. Still an independent craft brewer, although they did partner up, I believe, with Sam Adams, but they're still independent. And the reason I picked this beer is because this is 4% ABV. So this could have been sold back when the Cullen-Harrison Act was passed. So going for a nice light sessionable beer, but still should pack a bunch of flavor. So this beer, I believe I saw an earlier version of this. It was called Slightly Mighty. But I think they tweaked the recipe a little bit, and in 2025 came out with this 30-minute IPA, which is a lighter variant of the Dogfish Head 60-minute, 90-minute, and 120-minute IPAs. And what the minutes mean is for every minute they're continuously adding hops into the brew kettle. And for this one, they do it every minute for 30 minutes straight because obviously it's a lighter beer, but then they've got the one for 60, 90, and 120 minutes. So imagine for 2 straight hours for the 120-minute IPA, you're constantly adding hops. And that beer, of course, because of the hop additions, has to have a lot of malt to it and quite boozy. So this is kind of at the other end of the spectrum. So more information here on the can. So it comes in at 95 calories. It's got all kinds of nutritional information in here. 3.5 grams of carbs, 4% ABV, and you've actually got a gram of protein in here. Protein's a big thing, and it's fat-free. So we can enjoy this without getting any of those fats in there. So other than that, it's got the iconic Dogfish Head logo, and it's got the independent craft brewer logo. So okay, enough talking. We're 3 minutes into this video. Time to get this beer into the glass and check it out. So as one would expect, you've got a nice kind of a nice gold, maybe slight orange pale color to it. Got a nice little off-white foam that's got some pretty good retention to it. Yeah, you can smell the hop aromatics, getting some of that kind of that pine evergreen West Coast IPA type of aromatics, but also getting some fruitiness. I would say kind of like a lime zest in the aromatics. So definitely got some nice hops on the nose. They're delicate, they're not in your face, but they're definitely present. Cheers. I'm getting the lemon lime flavor in the mouth. The malt is very restrained, very slight malt presence, but it's there. Yeah, malty, almost like cracker, like toasted cracker flavor. But again, very subtle. I'm getting more of the kind of a citrus lemon lime zest from the hop character. But it's very well carbonated. It's kind of very seltzery, light on the palate. Even though it's an ale, it's kind of lagerish with its body and its mouthfeel. I am getting a little bit more of the hop bite. It's subtle, but it's definitely there in the finish. And it really dries out in the finish. Again, more like a crisp lager, even though this is an ale. It's got a lot of those lager characteristics to it. But yeah, I mean, overall, as one would expect, a 4% ABV, a dialed down beer in terms of the malt, and of course subsequently the hops, but very drinkable. Still has some of the flavor elements that one would come to expect from an IPA. I would say this is almost like bordering on a seltzer. But I am getting a little bit, a subtle amount of the malt and hops character that does kind of shove it over to the beer category. Although again, very light. But that's what we signed up for: a nice, light, refreshing 4% ABV beer. So you get a chance, check it out. Once again, that is Dogfish Head's 30 minutes. Dogfish Head 30-minute light IPA. Cheers, and happy National Beer Day. And every day, frankly, needs to be National Beer Day, right? Am I right?